everybody? So today is Friday. Everybody loves a Friday, right? So if you follow me on Facebook, which I'm sure some of you guys do, you'll see that I made a post about the Kelly Clarkson song that was on American Idol. And if you don't know who Kelly Clarkson is, we're just not even gonna go there. She was singing a song because it's like American Idol's last season, and I saw somebody else post it on Facebook, and I'm like, what is this? Piece by piece. Okay, fine. I'll go and listen to it. Somebody said it was a tearjerker. They cried through the whole thing. I like to cry sometimes on stuff that people don't know that I'm crying about. Like I'm like a secret crier. I can't take it. I can't take it. I need to. Oh God, nobody sees me, right? And basically, what it stirred up in me is the whole situation for parents of divorced kids. I mean, kids of divorced parents, kids whose parents were never married, who may have had a parent pass away, or they're an adopted child. But for me, it's tough because my children are going through some of that, all of that. I was married before and divorced to my kids' father, so Lexi and Xander's dad, and it was a amicable divorce. You know, we didn't fight or anything. He was still in the Marine Corps. I was out of the Marine Corps, and we agreed on who would keep what. We agreed on visitation times. We agreed on child support. I mean, we agreed on everything. And I was like, amen. It is able to happen in this world today where you can file an uncontested divorce and everything be amazing. So this was in 2007, I want to say. So Lexi was either 5 or 6. Xander was 3 or 4, depending on what time of the year. Slowly, he was gone out of their life completely. Phone calls were very few and far between. Absolutely not a visitation schedule. I understood it at first because he was in the Marine Corps, and I was like, well, he can't, that was my excuse to try to explain to my kids why their father wouldn't come visit him, because he's in the Marine Corps. He's out of state. You can't just up and, leave if you're out of state, and you can't afford to do that to begin with, even if you could get the amount of vacation time or leave if you're in the military. Crazy drivers. So for a long time, they were too young to understand, and I was able to write it off as, honey, your dad's fighting for our country, and he can't be with us right now, and, I'm a veteran. I understand that, and I took great pride in saying that, and then I felt as it continued, and as my kids got older, and as I knew that I was lying to them in a certain sense, it kind of made me feel like I was not being true to my country almost, and irrelevant. So my father passed away a year ago. So I'm a recent understander of what it's like to not have your dad with you. But it's for much different reasons. And I'm an adult. And so a parent that just up and leaves you with no explanation, it's almost like, for me, witnessing what they go through, wondering where he is, wondering why he won't call, wondering why he doesn't show up, wondering, what he's doing, why he doesn't, all those things run through their head, and I try to combat that and not allow them to go down that path, and just try to teach them, like he's dealing with different things in his life, and love him for where he's at, and not talking negative about the guy, you know what I'm saying? But still, I still have to save my children from this heartbreak and this misery and this sadness that just overcomes them every time they think about this hole that he's left for them. And it's just extremely sad. And so it's like, which is better, if they're dead or alive and not here at all, or that was kind of harsh, but it's true. Or there's also another aspect to that of a parent who's not involved, but they're around. You know, they are right down the street, a 30-minute drive from you, and your children never get to see them. Or they might come and help out every once in a while, but they don't pay child support. For a parent, it's better for me because the mom or the dad, whoever is in the wrong, is not a constant reminder for my kids. He is a figment of their imagination. You know, he's a story tale that we talk about before bed, and it's he shows up in their dreams, you know, like. But when you have a parent who's around and they're constantly there and they're constantly doing wrong and they're constantly not helping and they're just not a mother or a father that you need them to be for your children, or they make terrible decisions when it's their turn to make a decision, you know. And as they've gotten older, this past year, he decided that Christmas and birthday was going to be super important to him, and he was going to send the kids Christmas and birthday presents. And one of the Christmas presents was a 3-year ago request that he didn't send, and by golly, he held up his end of the bargain on it, late, but still. And he was trying to call, trying to find out what they wanted and what they needed, but they didn't want to talk to him. And I told him that. I was like, I cannot guarantee you that when you call and the kids are around, that they're even going to want to talk to you. I can't guarantee that. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm going to offer them the phone, and it's up to them whether or not they choose to talk to you, because they've gotten older. They get it. They see the writing on the wall. Jason provides a different environment for his son. He shares custody with mom. He calls him every day that he's not with him. He aches inside when he knows that he can't be there for something that Jordan's doing. And he's absolutely furious and can't understand a single bit of anything about why Lexi and Xander's father is out of the picture. Doesn't understand it at all. And nor do I. And it's a sick way to watch my children grow up. What I ask of you is to go home and love your kids. Even if you haven't called them for weeks, if you're listening to this and you are struggling with how to reach back out to your kids, or you got a crazy baby mama, baby daddy, and they won't let you talk to them, send them a letter. There's mail. You can send them a letter. Shoot, Hogwarts got Harry Potter's letter to him. You can do it too. Come on. Call them, text them, email them, drop by the house, whatever you got to do. Have a relationship with your children, please. It's everything. It's your job. It's your human responsibility, for Christ's sake.